Do you want to try this handicap again?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right.
By the way, she is an amazing Shogi pro, amazing person as well. I'm gonna buy her pizza when I go to Japan.
Yes, we're gonna eat pizza. Yep.
You have to show me the pizza place that you're talking about, and then I'll show you my friends.
Yeah, you're gonna give me pizza. I'm gonna show you the Shogi world in Japan.
I think that's a very good trade-off, but I'm gonna ask for one slice. So.
Sure, definitely. All right, let's go.
So silvers are meant to attack.
Yes.
And golds are the heavier pieces.
Yes, because they cannot go back easily, as you saw in the previous game. You want to keep them behind, right? So you want to keep them to defense. Silvers can go backward. It's easier for them to like jump between pawn because they go diagonally. Right. It's a weird thing. But it works. What do I want to do now? Okay, let's go there. So you see, if you drop the pawn, my gold would be able to go only one square backward, which is quite painful. Boop, 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 boop.
10秒.
Was that a better move than placing it like to attack your gold? Because I feel like your gold has no future there.
We're gonna find out in a moment. I'm not sure actually.
I see.
I mean,
okay.
sure, talking is a good idea, but it is a good idea. I mean, the only thing for me is that it's far away from my king, so for now I feel safe enough.
Okay, so I'm gonna put something in front because you're kind of getting a little bit scary. And I'm scared about a pawn drop on right near my bishop, so I'm gonna play my gold here.
That's a very good move right now, yeah. You could have done it after I dropped the pawn, but you can do it now as well, yeah.
10秒. 20秒.
I'm gonna do this.
Okay, so to increase the gold's power, I need to go back with it, right?
Exactly. Alright. So
10秒.
I'm gonna drop this pawn anyway, because in the future I don't want you to drop a pawn there.
True.
I want to have some spot to attack.
10秒.
Because now, because you promoted the pawn, it means you will be able to drop another pawn onto that line, right?
Mm-hmm. I have a really interesting idea. Hopefully it works.
I love interesting ideas.
20秒. 1, 2.
Okay.
Wait, can I? I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose. Okay, wait. Oh.
Yeah, there's
I'm
no
pretty sure
way
this works.
to cancel the move after replay. Oh, interesting. I'm terrified right now.
Oh no, but your lance. Oh.
I do have a lance.
You have a lance in hand.
I know what you're thinking about. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Ah! I mistook the piece. What the heck? Why was it pawn? It should be lance.
Wait, is there a take back?
No, there's no way to go back. The problem is, like, there is this hitbox that's not correct, and the hitbox of the pawn is over the lance probably, and this is what happened. I clicked the lance.
Oh no. Is it okay to continue, or I can make another move and then?
I mean, there's no way of me to moving back, so just win the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
I feel
it should
bad.
be lance. It should be lance. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's my fault. I clicked too quickly. Yeah. I clicked on the... Yeah, if you click on the bottom left of the lens, it picks up the pawn. I have to tell, because there was the same problem with the knight before. And it was fixed, but the lens was not fixed, so I got bamboozled, yeah.
Oh, I have an interesting idea.
And we can try this again, you know.
Sure. I have a very interesting idea.
Alright.
Because even if you drop the lance, I had a very, very good move.
Which pawn drop?
But no. I was thinking maybe I can attack your gold with my rook.
Yeah, but then I had 3 pawns, so my plan was to block it with consecutive pawn drop. So I was like, this is gonna be so cool, and then I misclicked. I wanted to show you this cool technique. I'm gonna show you after the game. Okay, so here I have no defense, so I'm gonna resign. So what I plan to do is, if I drop the lance, sure you can move the rook, but then I drop the pawn, you take, I drop the pawn, you take, I drop the pawn, you run, and then I take the silver. So that's like kind of defensive technique that I wanted to show you, but yep.
That's cool, that's cool.
So that's the power of pawns in Shogi. You can use them for many techniques. So this is consecutive pawn drop. The pawn before that you dropped in front of the silver was a striking pawn. Or in front of the gold, actually. And then there are... in this game you also played something called dangling pawn. This one. You dropped it behind my forces. And then, yeah. Very good job, very good job. So do you want to try this handicap again, or do you want to go level up?
Let's go level up, because I felt like I was kind of breaking through.
Yes, you did a very good job. So now, 6 piece means I have 2 silvers as well.
Okay.
Now it's getting very complicated. It's like a first really huge step for a beginner to beat that. And when I have knights, if we ever get to 2-piece handicap, it means like you're very strong. 6 is still like intermediate, I would say.
Got it. Alright. This is where the challenge really starts. Okay.
Yes. There's like a specific Joseki, but I don't remember it. What am I famous for? I'm famous for being a foreigner, I guess. Strong foreigner that came from out of nowhere.
So my plan is not to give you anything too much.
Yeah. So now that square that you attacked before with rook and silver is protected by 2 pieces, actually.
Right.
So that will be harder to break. If you don't give me pieces, you won't be able to break through though. Because Shogi is a game of exchanges.
Okay, this might seem like a bad strat.
So you're thinking about castling, that's very good. There are some tiny mistakes you're making about it.
Actually, I didn't think about castling at all, but maybe
but the way you move the pieces, you see you're more defensive, which might be a good idea. Because...
you're just a stronger player, so I want to make sure that I have...
Yes.
Okay, so this is my idea.
That's a good idea. Before exchanges, castle your king so that I have less space to drop those pieces or less space to counterattack. That's a good idea. Now I have trouble to attack you because you put so much pressure on my silver right now. So I'm thinking what to do.
I was actually thinking to attack them myself, and I thought you would use your gold. Yeah. Okay, and so this is a very interesting idea that I was having. So
lance. That is a very good idea, actually. This is the point of this Joseki, to do that.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Oh wow. I got lucky, I guess.
Yeah, I think you have a good sense of the game.
Like, I don't have to push anything here because you're just stuck defending, and I can just develop my other pieces.
Yeah, so at some point you won't be able to continue that, yeah? There are many, like, other types of mistakes you're making. I can talk about this later. And I mean, it's not easily fixable and it comes with experience.
Okay, so fine. I'm just gonna go here.
So for example, again, keeping the rook and king together, that's one mistake. unfortunately, you put all those important pieces, the rook,
10秒
bishop, king together.
Right. So you're gonna play down a silver in the next
10
move,
秒
and then you're gonna promote it.
3 4 5
Hmm.
6 8 9
And for example, now the most natural defense would be to drop a pawn, but as a result you would block the rook and the bishop at the same time, right? Should I do something crazy just to show it how it works?
20秒 1 2 3 4 5 6
I mean, it's not the best move, but I'm gonna show you just this cool technique. You can do stuff like this in order to force your way in. My chat is proposing to teach you Shogi proverbs. It's hard to learn middle game, but proverbs are the easiest way to understand the general rules. So I might throw some few proverbs later on.
10秒
So like to check is to chase, for example, is one. Do not keep the king and bishop, sorry, rook and king together.
I have 2 silvers in hand, so put some pressure on your gold.
Remember when you said you don't want to give me the pieces?
Yeah, but I'm gonna get a pawn and a thing, right?
Well, I'm gonna get a rook.
Right, for the rook, yeah. So I'm getting an exchange plus another thing for a rook, but my backside is insanely weak, right?
Yeah.
So that's a very unfortunate.
I mean, I usually in equal game that would be complete loss to you because my talking is so close to the king. The thing is, I sacrificed the silver for that and I don't have enough pieces, so it's very equal still. I'll have trouble.
So now it's
getting
equal.
It's still winning for you, I believe.
I see. Okay, so nothing's protecting my gold, and I
Yes.
can't put another pawn down.
Yes, that will be Nifu.
Can I use my king to defend? There's probably a proverb: don't use your king to defend.
No. King is actually very strong defender. The question is, do you want to use your pieces in defense or do you want to keep them for the attack? If you move the king, it's a very light move that keeps your pieces in hand.
10秒
But if you drop the piece, it gives you more stiffness around the king.
Oh, I can't take that back, right? Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair
you cannot, yeah.
enough. Okay, fair.
By dropping the piece, you add the defender, right? But
Right.
you don't have enough attacking pieces as a result.
So you're just like cleaning up my house now.
Yeah, because the rook is a very strong piece. So I'm attacking you. Am I safe? You have so many pieces in hand right now.
So this is where the chess brain comes in, right?
Yeah, this is endgame. When the opening is when there's no exchanges. When the first exchange happens, we enter middle game. And we enter endgame when the kings are out of positions like this, out of the castle. In this case, we didn't have a castle, but when the opponent's pieces are close to the king. So we are in endgame. The speed is all it matters right now.
20秒 1 2 3 4
Right, I think I just need to keep attacking you.
6 7 8 9
But I don't know what to do. But
So
yeah.
the main rule in endgame is if you are faster, you attack. If you are slower, you defend.
Okay.
As a beginner, you are not able to count whenever you are faster or slower.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why you're struggling. Okay, what do I
10
do?
秒
Okay.
20秒 1 2 3 4 5 6 7
Yeah, I probably have to do it because if you run to my camp, I won't be able to capture you.
And you're okay. I have that.
I have that. It's a chess
Okay.
tactic, right? A pin.
A pin, yes. Yes. A pin is good.
So yeah, the same tactics
Jupio.
exist.
I
in
want to
Shogi.
play. Oh, this can't go to the side.
Yeah, the gold is the only one that goes to this side.
But
20
then,
秒
okay, hold on, hold on.
2 3
Uh,
4 5 6 7 8 9
Okay, so trying to checkmate me.
20秒 1 2
So so I'm protecting 5-7 while making escape route. So this kind of gold drop is bad in middle game, but we're in end game, so we're trying to capture the king right now. Yeah.
You need like a piece.
I know. I'm
Just
not gonna
one
give
piece.
you
Is that what you mean? Maybe I should have played it somewhere else, like preventing that.
Yeah, you check and I escape. Again, the same thing, right?
Yeah.
10秒
Check. And I escape.
Right, you don't have to take.
I could. I don't have to.
Right.
10秒
And then I still have silver. I think it was good just to keep it silver, right? And now this is a check.
Yes.
And you're taking everything.
Yes.
But there's no... Okay.
Taking everything.
Alright, this is called being mean, I think.
And this is defensive attacking move called kobo in Japanese. I'm attacking your silver and your king at the same time.
10秒
Bishop and rook
Take gold.
are the only
Yeah.
pieces that can do that. So this will be kind of funny.
And then the mate, right? At the
Yep.
end.
It's like famous checkmate pattern.
Okay. Good game. And I have to resign.
Yeah. So let's see. It is a very difficult. So I'm gonna give you more complex theory right now. So you started changing your position to make a castle, and you did this because you were afraid to attack. You are afraid to attack because when we exchange pieces, I will be able to use them. So in order to avoid your opponent using pieces, we make a castle. So how to make a castle? You use 3 pieces. Those 3 to make a castle.
Okay.
And those 2. Okay, first proverb. King and rook apart. If your rook is here, you castle here. And if your rook is on the other side, you castle on the other side, right?
Got it.
So if your rook is here, which is called a static rook, you will use those pieces to attack.
Okay.
So naturally, those pieces will be your defensive pieces. So this will be your defensive side.
Got it.
Now, there are some shapes you have to remember, because those 3 pieces will have to protect each other in order to be effective. So, like, this move is already wrong direction, we say, right? You want a castle on this side, so you want this gold to come together with this gold. So this move was better.
Okay.
One more thing, I really don't recommend playing this move because it blocks your bishop and you ended up not using.
Got it. Can you show me like a castle shape that's somewhat
Okay.
safe?
So if you use this silver, I'm just gonna play random moves, okay? You can make this shape, which is called Yagura. As you can see, king is far away, so what we do is to move the bishop away here or like onto the other square, and then slowly put the king into the castle. This is called Yagura, which means fortress.
So like the lands near the king, we don't have to move it up and then tuck the king in, right?
I mean, you can. That's another castle. It's called Anaguma.
Right, I think I've seen that before.
Baron Hall, right? But the way you make it is different.
Okay, so I'll just go for Yagura.
No,
I've heard
I
of
mean,
Yagura before.
The easiest castle you can make is actually called Boat Castle. Which is simply move king here and then move the gold up. This is called Boat Castle. There is a boat here, there's a captain, and generally you move those pawns up here like every second pawn and it makes a waves. So it's like a boat castle.
I see.
Yeah. And then,
I don't like this one as much as the Yagura castle.
Yeah, so
The Yagura
this
one
castle is very quick but also very light. Okay, it's not very solid because king is close to center. So those pieces will be strong against attack from the side, but they are not strong against this. The Yagura is weak from the side, but is strong from the up. Because the pieces are looking here, right? So depending on the situation, you wanna make a different castle.
Got it.
Anaguma is a very solid castle, but it takes a lot of time, okay?
Okay.
So yeah, you move the king here, you have to move the bishop away, king goes here, the lance goes up, king goes in. This move is huge, you close up the hatch, then you move the gold here, and then this gold can go here or like up. And even to make it more solid, you can go here. So the plus of this castle is super solid. The king is super far away from center. The weakness is only the edge, and because I don't have the lance nor the knight, it will be hard for me to attack there. But the minus in an equal game is that because all your pieces are near the corner, you don't have any control over this side of the board. So Anaguma is very weak to attack. It will struggle with attack. But the attack will be like very aggressive, sacrificing everything because your king is so safe. So you just throw everything at your opponent. You don't care. That's Anaguma.
Okay.
But minus is, if I get to your king, you have nowhere to run because you're stuck in the corner. So there are risks and there are benefits, right?
Got it. Okay. I think I'm ready to take you on. I think now that with these castle structures in my mind, I'm ready.
Yeah, if you make a castle, it will be virtually impossible for me to win.